There you go.
Okay. You sure you want to do this?
Nah.
Never mind.
Be inside. I'm gonna tell you why he be inside. I ain't gonna lie to you though. If you don't like a nigga that's cheap, he ain't the nigga to talk.
Oh yeah. All right, now you might be right about that one. Yeah.
Ain't no wrong with that cheap.
Hold on a second. You calling me cheap, James? Come on.
Listen,
Come on,
I know I'm cheap.
It's thrifty, not really cheap.
Nah, that nigga's cheap.
Hey, when we outside, we in Vegas, man. Come on, bro. I come through. I don't even question nothing. I'm like, I go with the flow.
I ain't question anything.
Tell me what it is. I got you.
What are you talking about? I didn't question nothing.
Right.
I didn't ask for nothing. I don't want y'all to give me anything.
Nigga got the hotel bill. God damn, this Nevada tax. High shit.
He said Nevada tax.
Like this. Man. You wanna call niggas out? Let's do it, nigga. Come on. Bang, bang. Got more for you, nigga.
Nigga said the Nevada tax.
You sure? You want to call it up? Because last time we was in Atlanta, you were like this. Damn.
Hey, no.
You sure you want to go there? I'm like, we can order a pizza, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bro, like, God. It costs to be outside. Is this what you do when you outside, Jay? Hey, what time we gotta be at the
I will do 20. I will, and if I get to like 100, I'm cashing out. That's it. I'm done.
Hey, and can I ask you one more question before we get this thing started? How you feel about men who tuck their wife beaters in their boxers?
I feel like that's like an old man thing. Like you gotta be like 60 plus.
Nah, it's like
it's a thing. Church socks, yeah.
like older men do that. Like that's like an older man thing. Hey.
Nah, that it's a saying. It helps you stay ready when you're in the street. Because you never know. Like if you get in a fight and somehow, some way, you want to come out on top, but somebody yoke your little ass up, your crack ain't gonna be showing when your ass. You know what I'm saying? When you in an awkward position and your crack showing, they'll just show the wife beater. You ready? Let me ask you before when we introduce your line. Is it magenta, rose?
Magenta.
Okay.
Rose.
Melodic, mauve.
Melodic mauve.
Okay. Melodic.
I've been drinking. It's okay. Everybody has a hard time with this. It's okay. It is okay. You are not the first. I've heard, trust me. I've heard some interesting ways to it. It's okay. It is okay. Melodic mauve. Y'all stop laughing at him.
Right.
I'm glad we were going.
Oh shit.
Hello, Dick.
Welcome to the Pit Stop Podcast. I'm your host, E, aka our money bags. And we got the pit crew with us today, man. Got my man K Eagle. What's up, bro?
What's good? What it do?
Hey, we got my man Rose McCray. Tell him what we doing show, bro.
This is when we shoot the shit. Let's talk about everything except politics.
Whoa.
And we got our man, the myth, the legend, all the way from CA to GA. Daryl Chill Mitchell, man. What's up, bro?
Hey, I'm trying to get past Jay, man. I'm good though. I'm just trying to.
Hey, look, in the day we have.
It's too early, man. Yeah, bro. It's too early in the show, bro. Come on, man. Save me, man.
I'm trying to keep it together, sir.
Yeah. It don't work.
Oh, and the day we have a very special guest.
Yes.
CEO of Melodic Lipstick.
Hold on. Let Kitty say it.
Hey man, sometimes brothers read fast, man. You know what I'm saying? Brothers read. It looked like I meant to say melodic, but I said melody. You know what I mean? Like melody. You know what I mean? So
I see where you was going.
Hey, so brothers read fast.
Sis gave you some love, man.
Oh man.
She backed you.
That's it. CEO of Melodic Lipsticks, Wendy Golden, aka Dopemelody. I'm sorry.
Leave it to me.
Yeah.
What's up, Wendy? What's up?
What's up, y'all? It's good to be back.
Welcome back.
Yes,
welcome back.
Yes, I had fun with y'all the last time.
Yeah.
So look, we want to have you back because you got a lipstick brand out now, man. You talked about it on the show before.
I did. Actually, you guys were the first people I hadn't told anybody. I was the first to know about it.
Exclusive. We out here breaking news.
Big
shot.
Y'all definitely lit that fire. So I always shout y'all out. You was on this last show on Station Head. I had to shout y'all out. So
yep,
I appreciate you guys.
So
appreciate you.
Fire. I was like, shit, I done put it out there now. I got it.
So before we get into it, like describe the journey, the inspiration, then the plan of putting it into action, and then the emotions. Like starting a business, you experience every emotion. I heard Nipsey said when he first got on, he felt every emotion possible, the ups, the downs, the even kills, not being able to sleep, the cries, the tears, the blood, all of that.
Okay. Listen, every single emotion you could feel, I have felt it. In the beginning, it was just fear. Like, I've been wanting to do this, but fear always just stood in the way of it. Like, just like knowing that I could do something, but then just like talking myself out of it. Like, I'm too old to be doing this. Oh, I'm a mom. I got to put that first, like just putting myself on the back burner, especially after having my son. And when I became a mom, it's kind of like, I don't know, you've probably heard a lot of women say, you kind of lose yourself because everything that you do is for your child. For me anyway, he comes regardless, but I love that boy so much. It was kind of like whatever I want to do, it could wait. But then I met an older woman that talked to me and she put some wisdom into me. She was like, listen, you are still you. Yes, you're a mother, but you still are you. So that kind of got me to the point of like, okay, when I started doing AMP and then Station Head, and then little by little, I started kind of putting it out there a little bit just to kind of test the waters, like with my logos. Everyone was like the big red lips with the headphones. And I thought that was dope as hell. So I had Nessa create something for me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put that out there and then just see. But then again, I was like, I ain't going to say what it is. I'm just still just going to put it out there. And then finally, I just got to a point where after losing so many people in my life and just kind of looking like, you know what? I ain't getting no younger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like time is moving. And if I don't do it now, then when? And that's when I just decided like, okay, I'm going to go ahead, put it out there and whatever happens, happens. At this point, I'm too grown to be worrying about what people think anyway.
Exactly.
So stop being scared and just do it. I didn't have anybody walking me through this, holding my hand, saying, okay, this is what you do next. And this is how you do this. I had to do all the research on my own. So that was scary in itself. Not really having no business background because I went to school for communications. I went to Clark for mass comm. So my focus was radio, TV, and film. So
so that's how you got the radio voice. Got it.
There it is, bro. There it is.
Because I did have to take some voice and diction lessons. Because when I first got down here to Atlanta, they was like, "Where are you from?" They could not. That accent was real thick, so they was like, "Yeah." She was like from New York, but she kind of she studied accents, so she already knew it was from Maryland. As soon as I started talking, she was like, "Okay, just stop." So I had to learn how to, and then on top of the Southern accent, so I had to learn how to enunciate properly. But then just again, it's just my voice always been kind of raspy.
You got some classes for Kenny?
What you mean?
Yeah, Kenny does just fine. Y'all need
I'm good, man. I'm all good over here.
And I know.
You gonna get off my cousin, man.
Hey, look, now I know what you mean. When I went to school in North Carolina, and I didn't realize that my whole life until I got to college, I was saying my name wrong. Because everybody from home says my name. So my name is Eric. At home in DC, it's Eric. And when I went to North Carolina to tell everybody my name, my name Eric. They were like, so Eric? I'm like, yeah, Eric.
We drag a lot of our. We drag.
It's the same way for me. My last name is like that. My last name is actually McRae. It's not McRae. McRae.
But why you say my name James McCray when we are?
Because you see how I sound when Paul. You see how I sound when it roll off your tongue. It's James McRae. It's simple. Instead of me saying James McRae, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Be real. Accept your name for what it is, bro.
It's just like when you say. It's just like when you say you don't say Merlin. Say Merlin. No, say Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin.
Right. It's not Merlin. It's not. That's not you.
Yeah, I know. Maryland.
It's Maryland. It's Maryland. So that's what I'm saying. So it's the same way.
Yeah.
You gotta love your name though, Jay. But it's all right.
Yeah, like like I say, my name is Daryl, but my real name is. You got it, Jay. You got it, Jay. You got it.
I was gonna say something, but it would have to be cut out.
Yeah, that's my name, bro. You gotta get them clicks and pops in there, bro.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. Yes. I was gonna say something, but it was gonna have to be taken out the show. It gotta be
yeah, man.
Hey, because you started with me today, man.
It can go off the rails quick over here.
I ain't started with you, Kitty. That was all on you.
Yeah.
I read fast. That's all. I read.
All right, Young Mellow.
Look, man. Look. Y'all playing games. I want to hear what Wendy doing because I'm an entrepreneur too, and that she inspiring me right now.
Oh, look at that. That's what I like to hear.
Y'all sitting there playing. About y'all name.
I'm sorry.
Ain't our problem. Y'all not pronounce your own name. Mom should touch you better.
My bad, Casanova Chill.
Now y'all want to have an English class.
I'm sorry, Casanova Chill. You know what? Wendy, I'm an entrepreneur too. I'm inspired too. Go ahead.
Continue.
So okay. So as far as the inspiration part that we talked about, we touched on. Moving on to the next step, as far as putting the action into play, like what was like, was you involved in networking with people, talking to people, like you just said, you was speaking with someone that gave you more of a clear insight of how to get started and things like that?
Yeah, I have a lot of entrepreneurs around me. It's just a lot of them have they had different connections already. You know what I mean? Like they kind of already knew certain people that kind of helped them, kind of get into that. So for me, it was like just talking with them and then them actually saying to me, like, you can do this, it's just you got to get out your own way. But I kept, again, using motherhood as a way of saying like, oh, I have to do this, because being a single mom is not easy, so it was kind of like that was like a crutch, though. I can admit that it was just like I was using that, like I don't have time. But once I just got to that point where I was like, if I want to teach my son to be able to believe in himself, then it has to start with me. He has to see it. Mm-hmm. So I could tell him all day, my parents told me a lot of stuff, but again, they come from a different generation. So I was also fearful of that because they come from that generation of go to school, mm-hmm. get a good job and retire. And stay in that one job and retire. So I was fearful of and my dad is very, he don't understand the new way of thinking. He's just everything. He's retired military, so that tell you right there. Yeah. And then he just an old school black man from the South. So he just got that mindset of this is what you need to do. And that he raised me to be very independent and do all these things for myself. So I was very nervous about even saying something to him about it because I really respect what my father, how he feels about things that I do. So when I finally just said, I looked at my son and I was like, it's me he's looking at, you know what I'm saying? So if I keep showing him this fear as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want him to see that and kind of choose those type of women. You know what I'm saying? Like I want him to choose a woman that's about her business, so he doesn't make that mistake and go down that road that a lot of men do, choosing wrong. So I wanted to make sure that he saw a woman that was compassionate, loving, but still about her business. So that's really what pushed me to say, all right, it's time to make some moves. And I just, after saying it, I'm not even lying to y'all, no bullshit. When I said it on y'all show, after that, it was just like pedal to the metal. Like I didn't even think twice about it no more. Cause I was like, I'm a person that my word is all I have. So if I put it out there to y'all, I don't like to be that person that just be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, she said she gonna do this, and then 2 years later you ain't seen nothing. Like, I don't like that. Like, that's just, I don't know. That's that Capricorn in me that's like, nah, I gotta show you. So it was one of those things where if I say it, then I'm gonna do everything in my power to do it. Now, if I fall short, you can't say I didn't try. So
why lipstick?
Because I love lipstick. I love lipstick. I'm not like a big, like heavy makeup type of girl anyway, but
you don't need it. You don't need it.
Thank you. I just feel like lipstick can like brighten up everything. Like on you having a bad day, you just like put on your lipstick and your earrings and
the good thing about your brand, you live your brand though.
I do. That's what made me do it, because I'm like, I always have on red lipstick. Why I'm gonna keep giving these people money and then to, you know, say let me do my own thing.
Is it something about the red lipstick? Is it something that is it something behind the red lipstick? Why is the red lipstick and not, you know, any other colors or lip gloss or anything like that?
I think that for so long, Black women were told that we didn't look good in red lipstick, and I always felt like I'm gonna prove you wrong because we look good in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna tell me that me being darker, I can't wear red lipstick. So I did it when I was younger, and I was like, I ain't never looked back. I don't know if it looked crazy or not. In my mind, it didn't. So I was like,
and if you think about it,
like whatever.
And the crazy part is, you know, we got full lips anyway. So I know a lot of times people compliment you on your lipstick, and they always want to know what brand you using, right?
Yeah.
So you telling other people that, I mean, you are a walking model.
Right.
A walking billboard for other people.
Mac and Maybelline, all these people my money, and I'm like, I'm do my own thing, because everybody asks me all the time, like, oh, what's that? So I'm like, let me see what can I do? And then I just sat down and I just said, you know what, this is like your staple, like this is a stamp, like everybody knows you're gonna have on red lipstick, so why not market it and just build a brand from that?
So are you just selling on the internet right now, or are you in the store?
Right now I'm just online, and then I've been doing like I'm actually coming to DC this month, the 20th, the weekend of the 20th. My friend is having an event there, so she wants me to come as like a vendor. So I'm gonna have a table set up, and the ladies that are gonna be there, I'll be able to
let us know. I mean, you know, he and I be in town, you know what I mean? So we'll definitely pull up.
Yeah, that's our DC team. That's our DC team.
Yeah.
Right. We got an Atlanta correspondent out there.
Yeah, we got the Atlanta correspondents covered, you know.
That don't want to hang out with me when he
don't hang out. Yeah.
It's cool.
Don't believe
you know,
things. Don't believe things.
He's scared of the red lipstick.
Oh, okay.
Hey, red is my favorite color.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nah, yo, it's something to that, especially in fashion, man. Like red lipstick and red heels, yo.
Yeah, you can't you're not gonna not be noticed.
Yeah,
right.
Jay,
like you keep it simple, everything else, and you just have on red lipstick. Then you know.
Jay, red my favorite color too.
Is it?
Oh, Casanova.
I mean,
Jay. Once the Baltimore players start that, boy, you better run.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Casanova.
Hey, yo, you stupid.
If the Joker do that, and he got a pinky ring on,
yeah, boy, you better run, Jack.
Yeah.
So dope. How many Like how many I don't want to say, I was about to say flavors, like we talking food, but how many I guess
Colors?
like styles, colors, or whatever. Like
Colors.
that you
Okay,
have.
so I have for now because I have the summer line that came out, and I have 6 lipsticks, and then I had 3 lip gloss. So I have on a red lip gloss, which looks like this. This is the lip gloss. So, but I did do other colors because, like I said, some women they have to ease their way into the red lipstick, so they're just not that comfortable, but they are getting there. I just saw a post today. One of my cousins, she is 51, and this is her first time ever wearing red lipstick, and she is absolutely in love with it.
Wow.
And she said again the same thing. She just never thought she looked pretty, and she is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna send y'all a picture. She looks so beautiful, and I'm like, you are tripping, girl. Like what? Like why did you not? But again, that complex that no matter what complexion, Black women have just been told like that's just not for us.
So what does it retail for?
The grain.
So what does it retail for?
The lipsticks are Dopemelody is 20, and all the rest of them are 18. So.
Oh, I get it. Oh, you get you a Dopemelody. Okay.
Yeah, Dopemelody. That's the one. That's the first lipstick that sold out. So,
wow. Oh, you already selling now.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
I only have products colors left. The lip gloss sold out.
She moving products.
Yeah, I've been moving in the first week. And I'm being honest, I was just thinking like, okay, I know my mom, my family, they gonna buy it for sure. Like those are the ones I know for sure.
Right.
But literally, I decided to go live with the site on the 19th, and 2 days later, I was sold out all of my lip glosses.
Wow.
Now you had your date for launching on the 19th was kind of special, right?
It was. That was 4 days birthday.
Shout out.
Shout out 4 days. She said.
Yes. That was his birthday. So last year for his birthday, I did a show on AMP.
Right.
And
I remember that.
This year I said I didn't want to be sad. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be happy. I didn't want to spend the day just, being depressed. And I could already hear him now being like, man, you better do that shit. Stop playing. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and the site going to go live at 7:40 on August the
7:40. They don't know what 7:40 is. They don't know what.
What is 7:40? What's 7:40?
So I'm gonna let Dope tell it. I'm gonna let Dope tell what 7:40 is.
You tell him because you from there too. That's where we from. We from 7:40.
So like when we was living in Fort Washington and Apple Grove, they used to call I don't even know why they call it 7:40. They called it 7:40. That's what it was called.
Isn't it 7:46?
I don't know. Ever since I've been there,
since I can remember.
Yeah, I didn't know the origins of 740s. I knew the 742s. I never knew I was called 740.
Me either.
I didn't even know.
When I moved there, it was just like, we from 740, and I was like,
you from 740. I was like, all right.
Did it relate to the telephone number? Like,
no relation.
It's just always been
that area was like, I think that was like that area was like 248,
265 or something.
Yeah. Mine was like 248, 265. But it was just like mine was 265 something.
I had 2 numbers. I 248.
Pitt had the funniest number though.
Pitt had the funniest number ever.
248, 241.
241. I thought he was playing with me. I said, man, stop playing. That is
248, same. He said it like this: 248, same thing in one.
Yeah, I'm like, man, stop playing, man.
That's how I never forget his number, yo.
Yeah, but that's dope. 740.
So I released it. I made the site live at 7:40 in honor of Fode, and just that little piece of me because I've been in Atlanta for so long. How long you
been in Atlanta?
Since 99.
Oh, you got here. I was there since 97.
Okay, yeah. See, my brother, I think that's when my brother got here. He around 97 because he had been here like a couple years before I got here. So it's like
I bought my house, and 2 weeks later I booked the show in California.
Oh,
I went to LA for 2 weeks and stayed for 10 years.
Damn.
Straight. Bought a house, and 2 weeks later, I was in LA for 10 years.
Didn't even furnish it. Didn't even furnish the house yet.
Nah, we did. Because I mean, the fam was living here, but I was going back and forth. I didn't furnish. I ain't had time to furnish it.
Yeah, I had 2 friends that went to Clark with me. They moved after we graduated from Clark. They moved to LA, and they've been out there since. Oh, wow. And they ain't trying to come. Well, she actually moved back to DC for like 6 months, and then she was like, "No,
everybody I know that moved west and come back to the east, they don't stay short. They be like, this ain't it, and go back west."
Yeah, she's like, "I gotta go."
But ain't it expensive out there though? Like
it is now. It got crazy now. Yeah. Before it was livable before.
Yeah, back then,
Because I just went out there now to get ready for the show, boy. Sheesh.
They talking crazy. Yeah. The numbers crazy out there, right?
I'm talking crazy.
Yeah, she's in Inglewood, but they the whole gentrification, they changed Inglewood and everything. So they moving out there now, Same thing.
Inglewood was black as hell too.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, I think it still is. You know how it's slowly creeping, because that's what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They trying, but it's
that's a lot. The money out there, man. Some money out there. We was talking about that on the show. We was like, Atlanta's one of the hottest places you can go that doesn't have a beach.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Savannah.
Yeah, it's one of the dopest places for Black people to go that don't have a beach.
I've really watched the city change though. So
I miss old Atlanta.
I miss how Atlanta was when I got here.
Like, I'm moving to Florida.
To Florida?
Okay.
Yeah, Florida's real hard though. Florida's high too, though. Like South Florida's high.
Yeah, I'm looking at like North Palm.
Okay.
Something like that.
It's nice out there. It's nice.
You'll see.
I have like a love-hate relationship with the state of Florida, so
everybody do.
Yeah, it's like you love it and you hate it.
It just depends on what side of the fence you're playing on.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy out there.
And that's almost anywhere, boy. Yeah. I was in New Orleans. Everybody, New Orleans. I love New Orleans.
I love New Orleans too.
Depends what side of the fence you're playing on.
Gotta be careful in New Orleans. That's all.
Gotta be. I think you gotta be careful in New York.
Everywhere. You gotta be careful everywhere. You just gotta.
Atlanta too. Shit.
Yeah, I tell people the difference is down south. It's like people assume they're slow, Mm-hmm. And I said they'll speak to you before they rob you, though. That's the only difference. They don't speak to you, and
I learned.
They're gonna give you a little southern hospitality, but then you know what I'm saying.
There's some slick talkers down there, and they know how to scam too.
Yes, because I have a lot of family here. I have a lot of because my parents are originally from the South, so
okay.
I have a lot of family here, so. Some of them people, some of them are my parents. Unfortunately.
Well, at least you know
what I'm saying. I love them to death, though. I love them to death.
That's a good thing. That means you come.
Yeah. I'm straight. I'm straight here. Like I said when I came here, I was like, I'm good here.
Hey, Mel. So one thing I want to know. So, what's your plans for scaling up? Do you want to stay at lipstick, or do you want to go other venture out other?
As far as cosmetics,
yeah.
I do want to. For now, I want to stay in the lipstick, lip oil, lip gloss arena right now, because like I said, I don't wear a lot of makeup. But if I decide, if it grows, and then depending on what my customers are looking for, because I like to please my customers, if they're looking for something else and they would want me, because a lot of times it's really people supporting because they just like you. You know what I mean? Like,
they gotta like you.
You know what I'm saying? So
they gotta like you.
They like you, But if I do, it would be something that is still minimal, because I don't want to. The young girls now already have this mindset of they have to look like the entertainers, and I just don't want them to get so caught up in. I don't want to push that. That's not what I want to push. Right. I want young women, especially young Black women, to be confident in who they are with or without a face on. Like, just wake up. If you feel good, you look good, all of that. You don't need it. Especially the young girls, because they always say, you know, our age group, like, how y'all just still look so young? It's like, because we wasn't wearing all that back in the 80s and the 90s. Like, nobody, you might have got like a swoop of eyeshadow, and it looked crazy. I look back at my pictures and I'm like, okay, I tried, but we weren't allowed to wear it. That's another thing. It's just my mom was not like, you don't not wear no makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it was. So you preserving your skin, and you know, you don't have to, because it ages you. I mean, whether they want to admit it or not, it does age you. So if I do, it'll be something that's still very minimal, like maybe a pressed powder, something that's not heavy. But I just don't want to teach girls like, you need this. Like, a little bit here and there is okay. I don't think anything's wrong with it, but I just don't want to be the one that is putting that out there to make young girls or just women my age, seasoned ladies, feel like they need to have on makeup. So I think right now I do want to just, like I said, I have a fall line. So the colors will change, and I'll have more darker, deeper, like plums and like darker nudes and stuff like that. Kind of go with the seasons. So
do you play an intricate role? Do you play an intricate role in like making it, or do you have somebody else make it? How does that work?
I have somebody else making it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I pick everything. And I try everything. So even before, when I mentioned it to y'all, I had already been wearing a lipstick for like 2 months, because I'm not going to push anything that I don't like.
Hey, you're doing your research and development.
Yeah, like I have to, as far as like, if I'm going to tell a lady like, oh, this stays on at least, 6 hours, I don't want to be lying and she buy the lipstick and then she like, that shit came off and like after I ate twice. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to say, this is really what is going on with this lipstick. So, and then also I love that it doesn't have a lot of harsh chemicals. It doesn't have any of that, because I used to wear a Maybelline that actually stayed on like 24 hours. You literally had to take a oil-based makeup remover to get it off. And I just like, that's dangerous. Like, I just don't feel comfortable with that, putting it on my mouth. Like, the fact that it just won't come off, just wiping it will not come off. That's great. Even though mine stay on long hours, it's still like I could just take a napkin and just wipe it off. And that's it doesn't have that, whatever that is, and that it doesn't have that. So I don't like a lot of harsh chemicals, because we already don't know what in half of the stuff we're eating today. So I don't want to add on to whatever else we got going on out here. So.
Good. Yeah. So definitely when you at these events and things like that, that should be in your statement. You know what I mean? That helps the brand.
Because a lot of people are being more aware now. A lot of people are
brand awareness.
What they're doing, especially as we get older, we just make better decisions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could definitely see the melodic, what they call it, the melodic cosmetic bag, yo. Custom.
And it's funny you say that, because I guess I'm always opening up with stuff on y'all show. I am that as far as the next thing, I do want a small bag for them to put, because I carry mine in a small bag that can pretty much go in whatever purse.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to keep buying something.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I'll get it. I'll just use it as my stash though. Put my
You know what? It could be used for that.
So he wants it. So he wants it to be. He wants it to be smell.
Yeah, smell proof.
Smell proof. You know what I'm saying? Insulated. Keep everything
insulated. Yeah, Ziploc. Smell proof. You know what I'm saying?
I got you,
man. Yeah. So I know that you're doing the melodic lipstick and everything like that and all that, and like Kenny, not Kenny, but E said about venturing out. Have you ever thought about doing men products as well, like maybe a beard care, things of that nature, skin care? You know what I'm saying? As men now, we know that we need to take care of these things, take care of our skin and stuff like that. That'll take care of our beards, things of that nature.
Write this down, write this down now, girl.
I got it. Listen, I
All
was
right.
like, you know what? I wanted to do.
I'm tired of using Burt's Bees, all right?
Look, okay, so I was like, I need a chapstick, and I needed to look very masculine because I know.
Oh
y'all
yeah.
don't walk around with
Walk around looking like they ate a bunch
nah,
of
we
like
can't do it.
the chicken grease on
and
their
you
legs.
don't want it super shiny. So
Nah,
I
man.
got y'all. I got
Yeah,
y'all.
you know it'd be dope if you could put it on your keychain, Joe.
Something. Listen, I got y'all. I got y'all. Let me tell you. Listen, because you speaking of a lot of stuff, right? So you know my water bottle. I got.
Okay. Okay.
I got this but it's lipstick. But I was thinking of doing a chapstick.
So that'd be super. No, that'd be super dope.
That'd be dope, man.
Yeah.
You know, because this is like my water bottle. Because I'm always, I drink a lot of water, so I always got a water bottle with me. This water bottle isn't water tonight, but normally I normally do in there. But I'm telling you, I got all in here. But I do. And I was going to interview some men to kind of find out what it is that if there was a product that you like to have, because I know men are, want to take pride in their opinion, their appearance, and they want to actually have something for them, but it's not super, super feminine. So
yeah. Especially chapstick, you know what I'm saying? The chapstick can't look, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
I don't need it. Yeah, and I can't have no glitter on my top, man. Balls. I just
I can't do that.
No, I got you. I come from a family full of men, so
Right.
I can't even say cute. If I say something like that, like, oh, that's cute, they don't even like to hear that. So trust me.
Yeah, like it's a man thing. Like I can't say, like, if you say, hey, James said hi. No, I did not. I said, what's up?
My brother is the same way. My brother does that. My brother's like, I didn't say that. I said, what's up? But I'm like, same thing.
If I text you, the same thing. If I text James and James text me back and say K.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Don't do that. Son.
You can't do that, bro.
Son.
You're gonna get a phone call. You're gonna get a phone call from me.
Y'all can't say K.
You can't say K. Don't K me, bro.
No, I'm not gonna say him. I'm not gonna front, because if a man did text me back and was like K, I'd be like,
right. I would have K too.
Somebody got his phone. It's just certain things I just know y'all just not gonna. Most men.
I'm not gonna.
Now when I respond, I always put cool.
Yeah.
Y'all see, I'll be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
No case.
That's
I'm never gonna say hi. Like I never say hi to
yo.
Like I felt like you said James said hi. I was in the background, look just like that. Hi.
Yeah.
So okay, so when is it like an age where y'all just decide like I'm no longer saying this anymore? Like around what age do y'all shift? It's like it's not cool to like do that.
It all depends on for us. It all depends on who's in your life.
Yeah, where you grew up at too.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
So like for example,
the neighborhood
Chill's older than me, right? Chill's older than me. So if he was my big brother, I probably would have never said hi coming out the womb. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Right.
I could tell because Kenny and them. Moneybag was at my house when my nephew was there. I said, say what's up? He was like, hi. I said, that's not what you say. You definitely say hi. Now I know it's like, I'm making them tougher than what they need to be already.
But you know what? I think I do that with my son because I'm a single mom. And I'm just like, I don't want him picking up on like my mannerisms and stuff like that and things that I do. So I think I'm a little bit harder. Like some of the other moms, they're like, oh, you're just so, and I'm like, nah, he a boy. Like I can't. He ain't doing that. So
I know you're trying to make him.
I do try to balance.
Sometimes you got to drop him off at the barbershop, even when he ain't getting a haircut.
Yeah.
Just let him sit
there.
Yeah.
Let him go hang out with his barber.
Yeah, because when I was younger, I didn't know like my dad with my nephews and stuff. Because I have a nephew that's more like a little brother. Because my oldest brother, he's much, much older than me. So when my nephew would be up under me, my dad would be like, "Nah, come sit down here." Like he was little, but he would be like, "You need to come downstairs with the men." And I'm just like, he don't, But when I got older, I was like, "Oh, okay."
You get it.
I watch my son now. My son is 26, 25, but he autistic. So, but. He's bashful too. And what happens is if Barber be in there getting at him, like talking real crazy. And I ain't say nothing. I said grown man. So my son would be like, he'd be like, yo, you got some hoes? He'd be like, no. Right? So he'd be like, yo, I know you a pimp, Dad. Dad, you got some hoes, don't you? No. So then he turned around like the other day. He was like, Dad, you got some hoes? He's like, yeah. He was like, how many you got, Dad? He said, about 7. Yo, now he said, now that you know what my father say, he said, now I got to switch it up, man, because now he throwing it back at me, man. Yo, and dude, the thing is, I think some of it, he's been embarrassed because I was there. So I ain't say nothing like, yo, whatever. Yo, he asked him, he said, yeah. I said, what? He was like, how many you got? He said, I got about 7. Yo, man, we was in there dying, yo.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
I used to with my brother a lot too. So my brother, he be roughing them up and doing what y'all do. Cause I be telling him like, you got to come get your nephew. You got to go do some man shit. Cause you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He been up under me too much, so he gotta go. He with his grandfather a lot, and my dad old school. So he real old school when it comes to discipline and all that. He ain't no crying, all that. Now I teach my son, like, I don't say you can't cry. Right. If you feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying? But you got to use your words. So that's because he's sick. Yeah. So what I'm teaching him now is to communicate. Like, this ain't nothing to be crying about. Open your mouth.
Right. Yeah. Everything ain't a cry, though.
Yeah, it's not like you're not hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not bleeding. Like, I need to understand. So even if you feel like that, I need to know why. So that's teaching him to say, okay, let me speak up. As a man, like growing into a man to be able to speak up for himself, because what we're not going to do is have you walking around here talking like, no, we don't do that in this house, because my father didn't do it with me. So you're not going to hold your head down and be all, So I do teach him, no, you need to use your words.
How to articulate his feelings.
Yeah, because that's what you grow up. I've dealt with them type of men that cannot. That's grown that cannot.
Yeah.
How they feel, and I'm supposed to be a mind reader. So my contribution to society will not be another one.
Now I'm gonna tell you now,
if you feel
as once was a boy, when we get into that age and things start happening, we ain't in control of our emotions, babe. So you just be ready, because things gonna happen.
The beautiful thing of having men in my life, because none of them sugarcoat anything with me. Like,
he gonna act up. Something gonna happen.
My brother was like, listen, he gonna go. Boys detach way earlier than girls, so
he gonna buck.
It's gonna be buck. So I'm like, okay, I'm ready for it.
Once he
gonna be ready.
Once he realized women. And I ain't saying like get his first taste, but once he realized women. Oh yeah, that's it.
Hey, yo, Jay. And once they realize he fine.
So once he get his first compliment.
He's 6 years old, and he told me it's this little girl at his.
He on his way.
He said, "Mommy, she's so beautiful." I said, "Oh my God."
That's how old I was.
Yeah, he said, "She's my girlfriend." I said, "Is she? Does she know that?" He said, "Yeah." He said, her friend told me she got a crush on me. I said, "Oh, okay." So I try not to like make him uncomfortable, so he talked to me or whatever. So he tell me,
yeah.
He's like, "Mom, I know you said don't say that at school, but when my teacher went out the classroom, I asked her to be my girlfriend." I said, so I'm trying to control my face. I said, "Okay, so I said, so how did you say it?" He said, I walked over there to her and I said, "You want to be my girlfriend?" I said, "And what did she say?" She said, "Yes." I said,
"My man,
my man, let's go, son."
I said, "Okay." I was like, it was. His confidence was just like through the roof. So I didn't want to like shit on him.
Yeah, but right then you were supposed to tell him, say, all right, now next you got to buy a house.
Yeah, and that's why I said, so what come along with having a girlfriend? He said, well, you got to have some money. He said, she want my money? No.
No, but that's a good thing though. That's a good thing though. Like
you gotta let him know.
I said, where does he get this from? Like, so it's just so weird because he, I mean, I'm happy that, that's what he's saying, because nowadays, but I'm happy that's what he's saying. But at the same time, I said, well, listen, you could tell mommy that she your girlfriend. I said, but don't go to school and say all that right now. Don't say it to your teacher. I said, because she might get in trouble. I said, because little boys and little girls is a little different. Because when I met her mom,
he's gonna have to fight. He's gonna have to fight. He's gonna have to fight for his honor one day on the playground.
The mom said, oh, she talk about him all the time. She said he's her best friend. I said, see, that's the way girls. No, this is the thing. Little girls can't go home and say, I have a boyfriend. You gonna get in trouble. Like, you don't got no boyfriend. That's the way it goes. But when little boys say they had a girlfriend, it's like, oh, you dapping them up and everything. But girls have to be like, oh, no, he's just my friend. Because you can't say you have a boyfriend, especially that young.
I tell you what.
So
when he punched a dude in his eye, just know he was fighting for his honor because little boy tried to take his girl.
Yeah, I'm saying, hey, look, I didn't know. So look, I got into it. My godson, and I met Jake. So remember we talking about how he had a kiss with her, like his first kiss with her. It was only like 12 or 13 or whatever. So I told one of my friends about it or whatever. It was a woman. I was like, yeah, my man, he had a kiss or whatever. I was excited for him, man. My man got his first kiss. So she was Debbie down and being she like, yo, did he ask for consent and all that stuff? I'm like, yo, he's like 11, yo. No, come on, son.
That's how you know the world changed, though.
Yeah, I was like,
that's why I'm saying. That's why I said that to him. Like, listen, I know it's innocent. I know he, because he really is low key scary. He talked with me like he, but he really low key scary. But I don't want him because everybody's so offended now. Everything.
They look for an excuse.
They're looking for a reason to say something. So that's
real.
Yeah, I said you could say that to mommy, but when you go to school, it might not even be her or her mom. Somebody else in the classroom just might go home and say, "Oh, he said this," and then now it's a big thing. So that's why I told him. I said, just don't say it at school, but it's okay because I'm never gonna make my son feel bad for feeling something. Like we're humans. And it is what it is. So I'm like, you could tell mommy all day. I listen to you talk about this little girl every day if you want to, but just don't say anything inappropriate at school so you won't get in trouble. And so he's like, okay. So he had a new crush at the camp this summer, but he still was, he got back to school. He was still checking for the.
I'm out here getting it in.
This girl was like 3 years older than him, but he was just he's like making me be the wingman and everything. He's like, Mom,
he like but shifting gears back to your you like that, Chill? Shifting gears back to your
I like how you be throwing it out there.
Hold on.
Winnie, they tell you I got a new TV show?
No.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take some of your product with me and introduce it to the makeup people.
So
that's what we do around here, baby.
That's what we do.
Yeah. So shifting gears back to your, your melodic lipstick company or LLC or whatever you call it, the brand, right? The brand. And you know how we all wasn't necessarily privy to generational wealth, right? So now that you have your own company and everything like that, are you taking little man with you around, showing him the ins and outs, kind of giving him the game, whether he wants to be an entrepreneur himself, whether he wants to work a 9 to 5, own anything he wants to do in life. I mean, hell, he'll play NBA, but his brand, are you teaching him what this means and putting him in position? Is his name on paper so that when it's time to transition or turn it over,
that's what we are working. Yes, we're working on that right now. He said, Mommy, can you hurry up and make a whole lot of money so you don't have to go to work anymore? And you could take me to school and you come to all my field trips. I said, that is the plan, baby. That is the plan. So I don't have to ask nobody, can I be off so I can go to my baby field trip? Because I am an active parent. I'm moving around like a lot, y'all. Like y'all have no idea what my day is like every day, just doing what I do. The day that I can do that is going to be, man. I can't even, y'all have no idea. The day that I don't have to ask someone, can I be off just to be at my son's award ceremony? Because you know he's going to be looking for me because it's just me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be there no matter what I got to do. Because my son, I always said, he will not be the kid that doesn't have somebody there. So I'm going to make it happen. I don't even take days during the holidays just to make sure I have all of my leave when it's something that I have to do with my son. So I don't even, you know what I'm saying, there's money to be made. So I'm going to make it. I'm not taking off for what, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be there. So sometimes I do push myself a little too, you know, too much. Like my homeboy Mo, he'll be like, you need to chill, Mel. You need to chill. You know what I'm saying? Your blood pressure go, you get, hey, take some time to yourself.
Shout out to Mo too. Motivation.
Yeah,
Shout out to Mo. Shout out to Mo.
Because
we tell Mo take his own advice too.
Yes.
Yeah, that joker, boy, he be on the move.
But you know, it's just how we built, you know what I'm saying? And then like coming from the family that I came from, you know, it's no crying. It's no, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things that I am shifting. Like I allow my son to talk about, like if you feel some type of way, like in my household, it wasn't no talking. I said what I said, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my
that's just
what it was. But I don't knock that at this because it made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't knock that at the same time. I do feel like sometimes we could have had a conversation, but I voice it to my father now. And although I do feel like sometimes I'll be like, oh, he ain't gonna change, but it's working. Like I sat him down and I told him one time and I said, listen, we gotta have a conversation because I'm my daddy child all day. So I said, we gotta have a conversation. You know, and he's like, I said, but I had to learn, like I told you before we started, I learned how to read people and how to approach different people because everybody is different. So even with my business and when I'm talking to ladies about lipstick, I pay attention. It's, you know, this thing called discernment, you know what I'm saying? That God has definitely given it to me. So I really just need 5 minutes with you and I could kind of know where, if this going to be something that I'm going to go further with or not. Because I definitely get that feeling immediately. So going to talk to my dad, you know, I said, I told him first because I know how he is. You can't attack most men. You can't just come, you know what I'm saying? You cannot just, and I had to learn that. It took me some time because I got a strong personality, you know what I'm saying? But over time, I learned to say, okay, let me step into my mother, that feminine energy. So it was rough, but I had to say, Dad, I want to talk to you, but I don't want you to think that I'm attacking you. I said, you've done an amazing job with raising us. I had to big him up first, you know what I'm saying, before I hit him with what I had to hit him with. So he knew that I appreciated him and that he didn't do anything wrong because the minute you come at him, then he gets in defense mode. So I had to, you know, learn how to do that with him. But I will say this, and I want to make sure I say this on this show. I was nervous to tell my father about this business because that generation doesn't really understand, like we talked about. They know, go to school, get a job, and stay in that job, right? So
do that 20 years and get your watch.
Yeah, and then you know, and so when somebody on Facebook, one of our cousins said something, called him, was like, yeah, I'm waiting on lipstick. He was like, what lipstick? And she's like, you know, the lipstick, you know, that Wendy doing. He's like, I don't know nothing about that. So I was like, oh, damn. So he's like, yeah, you gonna tell everybody down. You got all this going on. I said, Dad, listen, I was gonna tell you, but you know how you are. I gotta have everything lined up before I present this to you, because you're gonna ask every question that you could ever think of. You're gonna hit me with it to make sure. And I know he's doing that from a place of love.
Yeah,
I know he's doing that to protect, like to make sure that I know that this is what could happen. And do you have a plan if this happens? You know, that's just who he is. And that's his job as a father. So I had to make sure I got everything under, had the website, everything. So he asked me, I was like, let me pull it up. I was like, let me show him. And my father is not an emotional man. He doesn't say like, I love you. I wasn't the princess, you know what I mean? Like daddy's little girl. He did me like he did the boys. So when he said to me, I'm proud of you.
That was it.
That meant more to me than the sales.
Wow.
Then to just say, I'm proud of you. you're gonna do well. I was like, I don't even care if nobody buy the damn Lexus, because if he says that, because he's a man of few words, if he says that, he means it.
Yeah.
He's not a man that's gonna gaslight you. He don't care nothing about that. He's just not one of them men. He like, if I don't deal with you, I don't deal with you. If I deal with you, then this is how I'm gonna deal with you. Like, he calls the shots.
Sound like my
OG
pops.
for real.
Man, my dad the
For
same
him to
way.
say that, I was like,
Yeah, we all got the same father.
we got the same. I feel like
I'm
our
saying,
related. Like, we had the same story. So for him to say that to me, though, y'all, for real, like that meant more to me than anything, because sometimes they could be a little negative. You know what I mean? It's not that they trying to be, but they don't really know no other way.
You don't know other way. Yeah.
So for him to say that,
and sometimes they putting their fears on you. That
I was just about to say that. Yo.
That's why
he don't want
because
he don't want his baby girl to fail, so he may have a fear
and then have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I told him, I said, but you prepared me for this.
But the thing about it, man, part of this is failure. But it's not failure, it's a lesson, man.
It's a lesson.
Every turn you learning something. You know what I mean?
Every day I'm learning something. I had a young lady that she had her lip gloss, the wand, this part broke. You know, so I was like, thank God. I was like, okay, I kept some to the back. Like, okay, although the majority of them sold out, I kept those because I said, you know what, something can happen. Anything can happen. I could loot, they could get lost in the mail. My customer service got to be on point, because that's what most people complain about, unfortunately, with Black businesses, is customer service.
Especially when you know. When you
know. So one thing I can say, I'm a son of a business owner, and I'm in lines to take reins of his business. Everything that happens from this point moving forward, like it is don't take nothing negative. Don't take it hard. Don't take it to heart. It's a lesson. So like you said with the one, the thing that broke, build your knowledge base. Build how you resolve that issue, and you know, when the next problem comes, do the same thing. You know, because you don't know everything when it comes to running a business.
Right.
So really, when you start a business, you're learning like a living document.
Yep.
It's a living document. Everything
and
that
that's
happens,
when all those emotions that we talked about in the beginning, you feel everything because you want the best product, but you also know that you can't please everybody.
Another thing,
number one, some people are really truly hoping that you fail. You know what I mean? Like, you just got people that that's just what they just like. I don't like her. You know, just like, I just don't like her. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is. She ain't did nothing to me, but I just don't like her. So I'm not going to support, or I'm going to write a bad review just because, or I didn't respond fast enough. I'm gonna write a bad. I'm learning that it's okay. It might make you feel some way. You might sting a little bit, but it's gonna happen. And that's one
also
thing I can say. I'm thankful for my father, was that thick skin of just like, you can't go cry about it.
Yeah, one time I was doing a show called Ed, and somebody wrote on some a comment on the page. They was like, "Yo, I used to love the show. I don't turn on TV to watch somebody in a wheelchair. I'm not watching the show."
That's crazy.
Yo, I'm just telling you what you.
Yeah.
It ain't stop. You know what? That made me realize, as much as people love me, there's some people out there that ain't feeling.
Oh yeah, facts for no reason.
For no reason. They just hate themselves. I'm just a strong believer.
Well, you know, that's America's pastime, to hate.
Right. Yeah. But that's what 50 said too. 50 just said that on an interview with
$1,000,000 Game.
He was saying, I know he said politics and something else. He said because there's somebody that passionately disagree with what you're saying.
Oh yeah, that's why he said, that's what we're gonna do politics.
He said just as much as somebody. He said religion and politics.
And I mean, I'm glad we just made that decision. You see where we at right now, bro.
Exactly. Stay away from that, dude.
But that's what he said.
I don't want nothing to do with that, bro.
Because you in the lose. You can't win that.
Not at all.
Actually loves you. He said somebody that just as much passion about it and loves it, It's somebody on the opposite side that passionately disagree with what you're talking about.
I just dealt with something like that, and it's like as much as you want to like prove your point, some people just feel like they have to. I think I got to a place in life when I got into my late 30s, in my 40s, I just got to a point where I was like, I don't have anything to prove. Like, you gonna feel how you feel, and I'm gonna feel how I feel.
Hey, look, on the
I changed
about this.
When I was young in my 20s, you bring that, okay, I'm gonna meet you.
Yeah, me too. I'm
but now,
I'm prove my point.
Like, I chase peace more than anything. You got it. I don't care.
So on a lighter note, this is why I don't play spades with black people. I don't play spades period no more. I quit playing spades.
I'm gonna play spades.
I'm gonna
slam that little
it's too serious. Look, hey, look, I done played poker. Serious. Look, I done played poker and lost hundreds to thousands of dollars. And never been that mad in the damn spade game I played for free. It's ridiculous. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's too much, yo.
Yeah, I love it, bro.
And look,
I love Daddy.
And I don't play pickup basketball because these niggas think they going to the NBA. No, you're not, sir. You're playing the pickup game on a Sunday at 1 o'clock. You're not going to the NBA. So stop.
Yo, stop. You know how my dad is. You've been with my dad when we went to Detroit, and how he refused to take the picture with Troy Aikman when we was in.
Oh no, he stayed on business.
He ain't did shit for the Raiders. I ain't taking no picture with him.
He stayed on business, yo.
Oh, like my dad like that, man. We was down there and like he like the commissioner of the town or something like that. So they built a basketball court for the town. And of course it was some vandalism. It got vandalized, like somebody broke something, the cameras, and then they were smoking weed on the joint. So like Pops was driving around, he wanted to show me what he doing. So we out there, he pull up, there's like 3 or 4 kids out there, he jump out the truck, you know what I mean? Got his little slacks on with the crease in them. You know what I mean? Walk up there. Hey, listen here, man. This ain't the court that you're gonna smoke weed on. This court for the kids. This, that, and third. So he come back to the truck. I said, you can't do that. He said, you can't do that. He said, well, why not? They need to know what's going on.
This a different kind, like it's a different breed. Like they cut from a different cloth, man. Like my dad, I don't know if y'all remember Murray's, the store.
Oh, the steak.
Okay. Yeah, so my dad used to, when he first got out of the military, he was like the manager at the Murray's in C Pleasant, right?
Oh, because they had one in Forestville right here.
Yeah, so he was in C Pleasant. So the man was like, sir, do you have another car you could drive up here? Because the last manager car, they kept stealing it or breaking into it. He gonna look at that man and say, they gonna break it and steal into a goddamn thing. My car, I'll park my car right here. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. And I'm like, Daddy, you can't. But when I tell you he had them young boys in line up there, like he went in there with that same attitude and everybody in there respected him. And I was like, you got to be careful though, Dad. You can't be, it's not like the 80s and the 90s or the 70s where people was just respectful. Like,
I was looking at my dad. I said, Dad, they beat the lines on them slacks, did what?
Right. I'm like, he was like, they ain't gonna tell me nothing. I'm gonna drive my car.
I gotta get on the car. Yeah,
right. And I'm like, the older he get, I'm like, Daddy,
my dad, he like,
you can't be talking to people like that. But he doesn't understand. Like in his mind, I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
You ever knows about old dudes like from a certain area? All them jokers got big ass forearms, yeah.
Handshake
that's a man strength. That's a different.
Let me tell y'all a story about my pops though, real quick. So y'all know I had hoop dreams, right? I had that one in high school. I had that one good tournament with ROTC at Friendly High School with E. We won the chip.
I remember that trade too.
We won the chip. I was killing. I said, "Oh, nigga, I'm going to the NBA. Fuck that. I don't care what nobody say." My father sat me down one day. He said, "You want to go to the NBA?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "All right." He said, "How tall are you?" I said, I'm about, at the time, about 5'4", 5'5", and shit like that. He said, "Okay, you been to a high school game?" I said, "Yeah." He said, how tall the players are over there?" He said, they about, a little over 6 feet, But at the time, I'm in 10th grade. He said, how tall your mom is? I said, it's about 5'3". He said, how tall am I? I said, about 5'9". You know what I mean? He said, nigga, you ain't gonna make it to the You ain't tall. You ain't Muggsy Bogues. No. When I tell you he killed my hoop dreams, I wanted to go to the AAU tournament. Like that time.
Can he crush their dreams off?
Man, listen,
Crush
you don't have no filter.
He refused to take me. Like I was trying to play AAU with Ian. He refused. I said, Dad, I want to go. I want to play AAU. He said, you ain't playing no AAU. I'm not paying for that shit. You ain't going to this. Like that's the type of father I had. Like he really. Back then, I said, why this nigga hate me? But like now, it's like, nah, he just told the truth.
You ain't time to say, kid, you messed us up, man. I could have free tickets to the NBA, bro. You messed me up, cuz. I had free tickets, Jay. And Kenny messed us up.
I had hoop dreams, man.
I had free tickets.
That shit down, man.
If my son, he still, that's why I said when he said he was proud of me and that he like is gonna do well, I'm gonna do well. That I really believe he felt because he don't say he's not gonna say that he believe it's gonna happen if you don't believe it. He's not. He just doesn't lie when it comes to that. It's like I'd rather be the one to tell her than the rest of the world for the world to tell her. So
hey, I vouch for your father, man, because I see what you're doing, man. I love it. Yeah. Like that shit, it's gonna go, man. You got the right product and you got the right vision for it. And like I said, you're a walking billboard for your product, though.
But that's why I asked.
That was part of my market plan.
Yeah, that's what I was asking about, what you teaching your son, because not to like hop back on that. I got a gentleman, he's in real estate and he taking his sons. He asked his son they want to go. One of them did. So he learned the in and out. You know what I mean? I remember when it was like the gentleman, I think the dude that make the faucet, he said he started him at the bottom so he can know everything about his business and about the business, things like that. So the reason why I'm asking is because a friend of mine, he said he was with this group and the kids, when they were playing, when we were playing, we were wrestling and we're playing throwback tackle. They're talking about business plans and selling houses and you know what I mean. And then you don't realize how like these board games that we had growing up, life.
Yeah.
Like Monopoly. Like you really can use that to turn that into something. And, you know what I mean? I just want to know because, like I said, we're trying to build. Like now, we always talk about generational wealth. So understanding what that looks like.
My man Damon, Damon from Shark Tank Football. Yeah. He had this thing he did, man. It was real fly. Simple way to teach children about stocks. He said, "Yo, say a kid want a toy, right? And he wanted like a Caterpillar truck, and he was like, you buy him a Caterpillar truck, and then you buy him one share of the Caterpillar." Then he said, if you like anything, you want like a Disney toy or something. He want Buzz Lightyear. You get the Disney toy, and then you buy them a Disney stock. And then when their birthday come next year, show them what the stock doing.
That's what we do with my son.
I was like, yo.
Stock with Ford. My father is actually the one that is teaching both of us, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't know raising me. So now that he knows and he's talking to me about it now, he shows me and then we show my son his stock to see like how it's growing. And he's looking at it. He doesn't quite understand, but it's gonna get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's got like anything, repetition.
Yeah. So he told me he wants to have his own hat line because my son loves hats. So he said, with me talking about this, I said, well, is there anything that you like that you would want to create? He said, I like my hats, Mom. I want to sell hats. I said, okay, then we could do that. I said, well, you know what? You tell me what you want to call it. You tell me a name. And he said, okay, I got to think about it. Because my son, low key, he's like, he a little green in a way, not like lame, but he's very much a kid. He's not one of those kids that really like know all the slang and all the songs.
Let him be a kid.
Yeah, he's just a kid, And I want to keep him that way because the world going, what I'm saying, it's gonna come. But for now, I'm just letting him be a kid. His favorite Ninja Turtle is Donatello. So that tell you something right
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yeah. You know, he said, "Mommy, I'm the brains." He always tell me, "I'm the brains. I'm the brains." I said, "That's right, you the brains." So he's very although he likes his little girls, he's still very like he thinks outside of the box. His tutor, because he does tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursdays, his tutor says he is an amazing storyteller. Do you know this little boy has just created an entire story from his sight words that was just like something that you could actually really try to write like a children's book. So
he a book writer.
he has a mind that's out. It's just like his father and I both as kids were very creative, and we were very like, you know, I would go into a whole nother world, like imagining. My imagination was always really, really crazy. But I see that same thing in my son. He has created, he like likes to build things. So I'm like, little engineer, maybe. Like he sits over there and he'll take stuff apart and then he rebuilds it. So I just allow him to be him. And he liked to be fresh. He won his hats because he always gonna put his hat on, but at the same time, he still likes to build and he likes to create. So, you know, I'm just trying to figure out what it is so I can hone in on that and make that great.
I'm glad he's a good storyteller. My mother just say I was just lying. That's all she was telling me. That's all it was. When the storyteller, now you just lying. Like it was an elaborate lie though. It was it's an amazing lie.
Now he'll tell you in his own words and his actions.
Yeah.
He'll tell you.
Yeah.
As
so
long as you pay attention to him.
Like I keep that door open.
Yeah.
So, you know, I do have to still kind of it's a sticky situation, but I'm thankful for the men that I do have in my life because I never claimed to be the father or any of that foolishness that women be saying. Like it's ridiculous. But there is you do have to have that. I can't be so hard that the one woman that he's supposed to have doesn't have any type of you know what I mean? So it's kind of like I have to, you know, I gotta like dance with, you know, play this and then be this. I have to be the good guy and the bad guy all the time. So but he's a very understanding child. So like I said, he's been here before. If I'm having a day, because I don't shelter him from if I'm upset, he's seen me cry. And he'll say, you know, Mom, what's wrong? And he'll do something really sweet and like go get me something and then say, will this make you better? You know, and I appreciate him for that. But I don't want him to think that my mom.
He about to be a womanizer.
Don't put that on my baby. Please don't be like his daddy.
You know?
If he did, he wouldn't have gotten it from me. I'll say that.
He's gonna be a womanizer. He might be, oh baby girl, why you crying?
He is gonna be quite the ladies' man. I can see that.
Gonna be a
Leave it to James. Leave it to James.
You know, I just want him to be smart about it. Just make wise.
Oh no, he gonna be a smart
pick the right ladies. If you're gonna have several, pick the right ones. I mean, you're gonna have some little scragglers, but you know, keep them.
Just make sure he picked the women that got something going for themselves. That's it.
Absolutely.
Right. I'm gonna see that. You see that in a month.
Yeah,
you're gonna know.
Yeah,
you know the difference.
Because I try my best to stay put together. I try my best to, you know, let him see me when I fall. I like to let him so then he can see me get back up. So he knows if he fall, it's okay. But you gotta get back up. So he's in a self-defense class, and his coach is absolutely amazing. He's a little radical, you know, but he is amazing.
He be choking bammers out.
He's amazing, and he teaches.
You can do that when you're young.
He's passionate about teaching young black men how to defend themselves.
My self-defense class.
Yeah, it's like they've been doing sparring. They're boxing now, right?
Oh, I'm 40. I'll be 41 next month. My self-defense class is going to this courthouse on Friday and turning in my paperwork.
And I like that. But he's, you know, that's where he gets to release that energy, like that male, whatever y'all be having going on. Like you need to release. Release that. And he enjoys it. He enjoys it.
Let him get all that energy out now. Man.
Yeah, he gets
look, when we get older, man, we don't get that much energy no more, man. We
But
be
he-
Go to
chilling.
the courthouse.
You know,
Go to the
He's
courthouse.
so your
got a
son
long
is a
time.
lady. So your son's a ladies' man in self-defense class. So you turn him into Black Dynamite.
You know, I'm
Hey,
trying
no
to do my
bullshit.
thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do my thing. I told him already. I said, son, listen, if you get the man, the body shall follow.
Yeah.
Way down in the jungle. Certified.
I said, you just gotta get a hair, baby.
You heard
You'll be
it.
all right.
We heard it in the house party. Shout out to Cuz. Shout out to Cuz.
Oh man,
Yeah,
what
bro.
a man.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Hey, look. With that
You turn him
said,
into Black Dynamite.
hey, with that said, man, I feel like it's time for a victory lap. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey, it's been a great pod, man. So as you know, man, on the victory lap, you know, we give you I'll guess once you leave the people at the gym. But I want to have a dual victory lap today. I want to have two. I want to do a victory lap for my man Chill. I'm gonna do a victory lap for Dopemelody too as well. Yeah. So Chill, I'm gonna give you a victory lap, son. I feel like you got some gems for me. You got some of you want to say right here, man.
Yo, you know, the thing is this. I always say, don't measure your success in dollars. Whatever you do making your heart feel. You know what I mean? Because the money gonna come and the money gonna go.
Facts.
So if you got a true passion and something that fills you up, that's where the success is, bro.
That part, yo.
Yeah.
Mel, what's the victory lap? What you got?
I will say this. If you have a desire in your heart, you can't shake it. Even if you're fearful, but it just keep coming back, allow God to order your steps because that is God telling you what you're supposed to be doing. And if you follow that, He's going to lay out the path for you. You just got to be obedient and move in that direction. So if there's something on the inside of you and you know we've all felt it, like I'm supposed to do this, but I don't know, God, this ain't really what I want to do. And you didn't try what you wanted to do, but it ain't work. But you got something else that you know you're supposed to be doing. Do it.
Cool.
And let God just order your steps because that's exactly what I did, y'all. I didn't do anything special. I promise you. I allowed God to speak to me. And I had to surround myself around people who were positive. And then I also had to isolate for some time. So I could actually hear what God told me to do. So them random posts on Instagram of me just putting all that stuff out there randomly, like, oh, it's coming soon. That was all God just telling me, just put a teaser out there. Just keep building the suspense. So when you do drop it, people have already been waiting because even if it's the ones that don't like you, they still want to see what it is because they've been watching.
Hey.
So you got to just listen to that inner voice because that's God telling you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Just move on it because he's going to give you the blueprint. He's going to do it. I promise you, he is. You just got to do it.
Surround yourself with some positive people and put it on 4 and 10.
Yeah.
Yo, yes, sir.
4 and 10.
Oh man, yes, sir.
4 and 10.
Hey, hold on. That part. So look,
Kenny, tell them where we can find us, man.
Yeah, where can you find us, Kenny?
That's what I'm getting at because I thought he was getting ready to take us out.
Gotcha.
Nah, man, y'all can find us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, simply at DA the Pit Stop Podcast. Type those words in, you'll find us everywhere. That's Instagram, Twitter, X. Now it's called X. Threads. What is it? TikTok, YouTube, all the social media platforms. You'll find us. The Pit Stop Podcast.
And before we go, Melanie, we did not ask this. What's the website?
The website is melodiclips.com.
Okay.
Melodiclips.com.
Yes.
Not melodics lips.
Not melodic. It's melodic lips.
Hey,
right.
with that said, it's a good. Hey, it was a good episode, man. Hey, shout out to our last guest, Sadat X, man. That was a hell of an episode, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to
Hey.
man.
Shout out X.
Great.
Hey.
And
Yes,
shout out to
for
all
sure.
shout out to all our guests. Thank you for
Brock.
being a part
Yes,
All
everybody.
of the Pit Stop Podcast, and shout out to Chill.
We got more to come.
Yeah.
We got more coming.
And
before
Hey,
Mel,
you in dope company, man.
Yeah, Mel, you're good company. And you heard what he
I
said.
love you guys.
Mel,
I always
you
have
heard what he
fun when I
said.
come over here, and I enjoy watching y'all shows because I do watch them.
Yeah.
You heard what he said, Mel. Make sure you get him some product.
Oh, without doubt.
Definitely.
Yeah, we made that connection. We all hook up. We down here in Atlanta. We'll hook up one day.
For sure.
Hey.
Okay,
Hey, look.
Kenny.
With that said, yo, hey man, it's a Pit Stop
I'm just
Podcast.
on my own because you ain't going to.